Good afternoon. My name is Gowtham and I work as Sustainability Manager on the Facilities and Operations umbrella. My role is basically to look after energy conservation within our campus. I work across both campuses, Dover and East. My main responsibility of this particular role is to conserve energy and look for opportunities to improve our performance in terms of green building. At the same time, we are also looking at the aspect of behavioral sustainability, how we can actually influence community to make it more efficient to achieve our goals in our aspects. I involve in terms of policies of sustainability and contribute to those aspects, sharing within different parts of campus in terms of uniforms, food services, waste management, and how we can actually influence community in terms of overall sustainability perspective. To start with, UWCSEA has two campuses in Singapore with two different dynamics. Each campus has been designed and built for urban design or nature-friendly campus, whereas Dover has been evolved through various constructions at different phases. It is very hard for us to achieve where we are in terms of what we are. We have achieved the Green Mark Platinum, Super Energy Platinum Green Award from DCA. That's one of the remarkable achievement that we have gone through in terms of sustainability and the campus infrastructure piece. Whereas other than these, we also influence community into various aspects of sustainability, whether it can be uniform, whether it can be food services, whether it can be even transports, how we manage the overall campus infrastructure. That's how we try and actually influence community and at the same time influence our operational efficiency as well. We believe in constant improvements rather than setting targets and traveling towards those targets. We have actually proven that it works when we actually look into small steps that can actually lead to bigger achievements. Considering where we are 10 years before in terms of Dover campus and the small little improvements where we have done and what we have achieved, it's relatively living example for us to achieve where we are. Technicality in terms of technology is the future. If we don't adapt to technology or evolving technology, we will be falling behind. That's something which we shouldn't be afraid of utilizing technologies. Collecting data is some of the major technology enhancements we have gone through that allows us to actually measure gaps and at the same time allows us to actually see what we have improved. Analyzing data and influence introducing technologies allows us also understand the improvements or the decision making that we have done. So that's one of the major impact that we are able to create. Smart buildings is one of the various technologies that we actually use within our campus. Whether it can be motion sensor, whether it can be IoT sensors that we introduce within the spaces, influence various behavioral sustainability piece within our community as well. Whether we monitor spaces that are underutilized, whether we monitor spaces when, like for example, a sports hall is one kind of example we always kind of face when we try and actually don't utilize those space, the lights has been left on. So that's where the technology comes into picture. When we don't utilize the space for 15 minutes, it will dim down to 20%. That allows us to actually have savings in those spaces. By introducing these technologies allow us to actually improve our existing infrastructure by enhancing, whether it's saving by dollar and cents or is it by sustainability. IoTs is a very big topic that currently evolving in the industry and the market. Of course, we also embarked in actually utilizing them. We being very unique in the education sector, we would like to actually use them effectively and understanding the applications of our usage. We may have to use different IoTs for different needs. It may not be applicable because we are a school with different spaces. Same IoTs may not be applicable for different spaces. Like for example, utilizing AI cameras to detect the space or movements to actually control the demand of the space, whether it can be air conditioning or whether it can be lighting control and so on. Whereas utilizing a radar technology of IoT to control auditorium spaces. So it actually varies, depends on what we need and what are we going to actually achieve, including this optimization as well. That is something which is market is evolving, that how we can make, with the limited land size in Singapore's context especially, how we can actually make space more adaptable and flexible for people to use it. So having these IoT sensors would able to actually help us to make it more optimal utilization rather than actually being more. UWC member of community, we believe in future generation as very big responsibility to actually contribute to. Having said that, UWC allows the current generation kids to be updated with technology, it is evolving and so on. And that's another reason that we wanted to actually share these informations with the kids to be aware of what is currently happening so that they can be ready for when they actually reach the market or the industry in the future. One simple example, we actually talk about solar PV. We currently install solar panels in our campus, and that is actually maximized our roof space. Currently, there is no solar methodology to. And trying to influence our students' community by such research works, they may be able to be ready at the early age for them to be prepared to tackle some of the bigger challenges that are available in the market. So these are some of the major topics that we would like to actually influence community to be aware that some of the challenges that currently we are facing that can be overcome in the future.